They will stop at nothing to get you to bend the knee. Nothing. And I'm just a podcaster. Yeah. I'm a journalist. Imagine if you're the president of the United States. I don't think they would stop at anything. And I mean Israel and its emissaries, foreign and domestic. I actually believe that Mark Levin would like to have me killed. I do believe it. I think he'd be thrilled to see me taken out. Like, actually.
To be fair, I think Mark Levin would probably like to see a lot of people taken out. Probably like 70% of Twitter he would like to see taken out. If there's any strong indicator that Trump is in a massive crisis right now, beyond anything else, it should be that the people who were once, some of the closest confidants of his, biggest supporters of his, they're all coming out now and really ringing the alarm bell, saying like, this is very bad, the direction we are headed. We already are, neck deep in the swamp. Trump didn't drain the swamp. He just opened up the lever and the dam came running out. And all the swamp creatures came in with him and flushed out some of the good people. Not that there was anyone good in the Biden administration, but some of the good people from the Trump orbit. And now they've been relegated to podcasts where they can critique Trump, and they're doing so with relative ease, and they're very effective at it. Clearly, Trump is very upset by this. But someone that, of course, comes from these elite Republican circles in the U.S. who's been speaking out fiercely, and I'm going to show you just how much of a price she is paying, is MEGYN Kelly. Okay, MEGYN Kelly, of course, I don't agree with her on everything, but I think that what she's saying right now regarding Iran is to the T, exactly what I'm thinking. Take a listen.
I don't know what he's doing. But the president is spiraling downward in his poll numbers. He is on a downward spiral now. And we'll talk about in a minute what's happening with the white working class. That's Trump's base. And he's now underwater with them. We saw one poll about 7 to 10 days ago showing it. And now there's another. There's no question. He's collapsed now with the white working class. My friends, that's it. Other than Fox News boomers, there's no one left.
Last spotlight, we talked about SAGA Metals, trading as SAGMF in the United States and SAGA, SAGA in Canada, and their acquisition of another titanium asset in the same district as the world's largest titanium mine. Today, that story is accelerating. SAGA Metals just strengthened its position with the aptly named Wolverine project in Labrador. The global energy transition faces a critical bottleneck, a heavy rare earth element monopoly. Many of the elements essential for defense and advanced technology come from unstable or adversarial regions. SAGA Metals offer a direct solution with the Wolverine project, a massive 100% owned asset in the safe Tier 1 jurisdiction of Labrador, Canada. Remember, this isn't just about mineral exploration. It's about national security. The Trump administration has declared it imperative to secure domestic supply chains for defense. The U.S. remains dangerously dependent on foreign sources. Around 80% of its rare earths come from abroad. To ensure long-term defense readiness, North America needs a new generational reserve. SAGA Metals is currently finalizing a maiden resource of 100 million tons with a long-term conceptual target of over 1 billion tons. The Wolverine project could be a cornerstone of North America's secure supply of critical minerals for decades. I'll leave you with this. SAGA's Wolverine project sits near the Voisey's Bay discovery, one of the most famous mining deals ever at over $4.3 billion. That deal is a perfect example of how a single discovery can transform a company. Early stage explorer, major discovery, multi-billion-dollar buyout. That's the kind of backdrop you're looking at here. SAGA Metals is positioned in that same region with government mandates behind the sector, strong drill results, and a team executing year-round. In my view, the current valuation doesn't yet reflect the scale of what they're building. And with momentum accelerating, this is a story you need to be following closely. If you want to learn more about this critical mineral story, check out the link in the description, and a special thanks to SAGA Metals for making today's video possible.
There's no one left in the original MAGA coalition. White working class? I really look forward to the people who purport to speak for the white working class, people who have written whole books about the working class and what's important to them, people who have been ripping on the so-called podcast class for being critical of this war and how they're completely irrelevant and no one listens to them. I really look forward to those people updating their reporting to tell us what's actually happening among the Trump base now, because they want him to focus on the economy, on inflation, not on Iran. That's what they want. They don't give two shits about the Strait of Hormuz, about Karg Island, about blockades in the Middle East. They care about their pocketbooks and being able to pay their mortgages and their grocery bills and their car payment without getting that sickening feeling in their stomach. They don't have unlimited funds.
Someone in the chat said, well, he's got Joe Rogan now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he get Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan sent him like a text message, apparently saying like, hey, President Trump, please give some fast track FDA approval to this, like, was it psilocybin? It was some sort of a psychiatric psychoactive medication. I think it was probably psilocybin, like magic mushrooms, and Trump got RFK Jr. to agree it. So basically, Trump drugged Joe Rogan with magic mushrooms, and then Joe Rogan is in the Oval Office saying nice things, flattering things about Trump. Other than that, you know, the other podcasters that, you know, don't have $100 million Spotify deals and haven't been given some Trump approved magic mushrooms, it seems as though Trump has lost what was his popular base in the media. It was ibogaine. What is ibogaine? I don't even know what that is. Ibogaine is a psychoactive alkaloid derived from West African Tabernanthe iboga shrub, used traditionally for spiritual purposes in Western countries, increasingly in Western countries, to interrupt drug addiction and treat PTSD. That looks like a sweet potato. That's so terrifying. Okay, it's actually more shiny than a sweet potato. It kind of looks like a chili pepper mixed with a sweet potato. And to be honest, if I was in, where's this, in Western Africa? If I was in West Africa and I saw that, of course, you know, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't just eat it. But like if I was dying of hunger and I saw that hanging on a tree in West Africa, I would, you know, I might take a bite. What is the dosage on these things? Like, what if you eat a full one? Do you just die? Because it looks like they're crushing it up. I don't even know. Anyways, Joe Rogan now stands with Trump, I guess, after taking psychoactive ibogaine, presumably. I don't know if he's taken it. That's just a. It seems as though that's what happened. Other than that, though, you know, he's lost Megyn Kelly and he's lost Tucker and he's lost Candace. And some of you know, I don't know. I happen to love the work Candace does, but maybe there's some of you in the chat that say like, oh, well, you know, Candace, she is a little crazy. I think if you listen to Candace, no, she's actually right on the money about almost everything. But Megyn Kelly, she's not a radical. She's not like a conspiracy theorist. You know, she's not even a conspiracy theorist. She's like a former Fox News woman, former debate host, former, you know, party line Republican, GOP Republican. And she's just like, hey, you know, white working class people in our country are suffering a lot right now, and you're making it a lot worse over something that no one asked for. In fact, it's over something that everyone asks you not do. And now everyone's lives are worse. How about you change that? How about you stop? And for that, what's happening? What price is Megyn Kelly paying? Well, she says that Mike Levin wants her dead. Take a listen.
Last 9 months have proven to me that there's nothing. They will stop at nothing to get you to bend the knee. Nothing. And I'm just a podcaster. Yeah. I'm a journalist. Imagine if you're the president of the United States. I don't think they would stop at anything. And I mean Israel and its emissaries foreign and domestic. I actually believe that Mark Levin would like to have me killed. I do believe it. I think he'd be thrilled to see me taken out. Like, actually.
To be fair, I think Mark Levin would probably like to see a lot of people taken out. Probably like 70% of Twitter he would like to see taken out.
That's so fucking crazy to me, Anna. Like, there's no one politically who I would ever wish that upon, ever. There's no one whose death I would celebrate. There's no one whom I would intentionally endanger with really crazy ass rhetoric. He knows what he says about Tucker, about me, about many others is actually endangering, to over and over call somebody a neo-Nazi, to suggest that they want Jews killed because they say things like young people no longer support Israel. It's so irresponsible. It's lunacy.
It is. And
so there's something wrong there. There's something wrong. There's something going on there.
Not only that.
I agree, but that's just where we're at. I told you I didn't get the time to put together the Laura Loomer, Candace Owens story, but like the things that Laura Loomer is doing, apparently Laura Loomer's strategy of attack against Candace Owens is to point out how successful she is and allegedly how much money she's made and her husband has in his bank account or something. Like, I don't know. Is that supposed to be like what? Laura Loomer, okay, you're crazy. You were medicated. You were put in a psych ward. You're not allowed to own a gun and you're broke. Like, is that supposed to be a W? Is that supposed to be victory and success? That you're broke, crazy, can't own a gun, and you're like at war with practically every person on the face of the earth, and you're not even Jewish. She claims to be Jewish. She's not even Jewish. I've reported that for a very long time. That's not new to me. Milo Yiannopoulos did an incredible essay article he posted on the fact that she's not Jewish and like how she came to announce that she's Jewish. And it's actually a pretty incredible story. We could do a deep dive on it, but she's not Jewish. Like for years, she didn't even know how to draw the Star of David. So she claims to be like a Zionist Jewish political activist, but she didn't even know how to draw the Star of David. It's not hard. It's two triangles, Larry, sorry. I don't know. We're living in a crazy world. Before you leave, I want to say thank you for the support, because after 2 years of being banned, we are finally back home on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and also join as a member on our channel using the link at the top of the description. I rely on the generous support of viewers like yourself to get the truth out to as many people as possible. You can also support the show on Locals or Give Sin Go. The mainstream media and the powers that be are never going to stop attacking us for bringing the truth to as many people as we do. Thank you so much for your support.